can't choose your family, but you can choose who you add into it. I want to talk about friendship, specifically my friend Diana. This is the first loaf of bread that I am giving away, and she has been so supportive of this process and has been dying to try some, so I want to talk about her while I make her bread. So let's start at the beginning. I moved to Gloucester 17 years ago from a town about a half an hour away. I have moved over 20 times in my life, and I have never lived in Gloucester before. Ron and I made the choice that if we were going to move, we were only going to do it once. My kids were not going to live all over creation like me, and we have lived in the same apartment ever since. Sometime during 2012, as was tradition, we were having car trouble. Since we were down a car, I was having trouble getting to church on Sundays. Ron worked 6 days a week, and his only day off was on Friday. We couldn't really afford for him to lose Sundays, so my attendance was a little bit spotty during this time. Outside of Sunday, I did have a small group that I attended with 2 other ladies from the church. Diana was one of them. We didn't really know each other that well. The group was new and Diana was going through something at the time, so she was a little bit distracted. During a conversation at church one day, someone suggested that I should ask Diana if she would mind bringing me and the kids. I had no idea that she was from Gloucester, or that she had a son that was only 9 months younger than my daughter. I will admit, though, that I was uncomfortable asking her for a ride every week. First, I didn't like asking for help, and second, gas was and is expensive. She didn't hesitate, though, to say yes, and I'm pretty sure I paid her in dunks. The ride down was a natural conversation starter, since it was about a half an hour both ways. We talked about her growing up in Gloucester, which was the rival hometown to mine, and we talked about her church history. My story was a little bit longer, though, since I moved everywhere, but I had only attended this church my entire life. It was fun, though, to highlight parts of my story by adding, "I used to live down there," when driving down by a street, or, "Hey, I lived there when I was 12, that kind of thing. In the beginning of our friendship, church was the primary connector. The kids were really small. Ava and Zach were only 2 and 3, and we first met. We decided to try to do something in Gloucester for them besides church. So we started, as most parents do, with the park. And then it quickly turned into, hey, what about dance classes? It's funny now because I have this distinct memory where Diana called, but it was before we were past the texting to make plans phase. And I was like, oh no talking on the phone, and didn't answer. Now, I don't hesitate, and it's primary video calls.